Keto Pizzagna satisfies my craving for pizza and lasagna, and it's only 16 grams of carbs for the entire batch you see here. I have followers on X telling me their entire family enjoys this recipe, and even their kids request it. Start off by browning 1 pound of ground beef and a ½ pound of ground sausage. I'm using local Berkshire chorizo and thought it gave this dish an amazing flavor. But you can use plain old sausage or even just ground beef by itself if you prefer. Add any spice you might want to use here. I usually just use salt and some Italian seasonings like basil and thyme when I'm feeling frisky. I would recommend draining the grease, but since I'm using 85% ground beef here, it's not necessary. Transfer your meat to a casserole dish or pie pan or whatever you want to bake it in. This 9-inch cast iron skillet works perfect and will give it a deep dish look, but there's nothing wrong with spreading it out in a 9x13 casserole dish if that's all you have. Whisk 1 egg and a little salt into your ricotta mix. Drain your chopped tomatoes in a wire basket or colander. If you don't, you're going to have some liquid on the bottom of this dish. That's not tragic, but it's just easier if you omit putting that liquid in there. This is organic fire roasted tomatoes. Add as much or as little ricotta mix to complete your second layer. Add the drained tomatoes next. Experiment with different brands to get the best tasting sauce. Just make sure there's no added sugar if you're trying to keep this low carb. Next, add a generous amount of mozzarella cheese. Top it off with pepperoni and or any of your other favorite toppings and send it to a 400-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes. Let it cool for 15 minutes so that you don't make a mess when you take it out of the pan. And then go to town. I'll post the full recipe below. If you make this, please let me know what you thought in the comments.